In a garage, Apple, and we're still in Sligo. And where are we going?
Lizadel.
Lizadel. Why is Lizadel important?
Lizadel is important, yeah. We're going to the Hidden Fortress, the Hidden Castle.
Like a secret one.
Yeah, it's hidden, so hidden that I'm not even sure where it is myself, actually.
5 miles away. How much distance have we covered since we started?
A mile or so, yeah.
Okay, we are here, whoever here is, and just to get Dylan first. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have Dylan the phone, so while he's explaining things, you'll be able to pick up the sound a lot better because he'll be closer to the phone. Because we have no money to buy decent mics, have we, Dylan?
No.
We have nothing actually, have we?
No.
And we just ran out of petrol too, because we didn't have the price to return. So okay, handing over to Dylan and I'll let him take it from here.
So are we ready?
We are.
Which way is this filming? Is this filming me or?
Forward.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna, if it's watching, you can turn them around like you want.
Oh, I see. Well, we get a view where we are now in a second.
We want to show people the view.
Well, we're on a road, obviously, but
It won't be that hidden when we're finished.
no, no. Well, did we say where we were? Oh yeah, we did kind of. Well, we didn't say exactly where we were. See that there now?
What's that apart from a hill?
That's a hill, yeah. That's important, that now.
Why so?
Because we've a ridge going. We've a long ridge on this side of us, heading towards the sea.
Yeah.
And we've a long ridge on the left that I said. Do you remember we went across it?
Yeah.
And we came down on the other side, on this side, and the castle we're looking for is in the middle, between 2 long ridges, and it's actually in a kind of a low ground. In other words, it would have been hidden completely by these ridges.
Was that deliberate or was just?
Yeah, deliberate.
You imagine having the hill would be the advantage.
That's what you think, but this is a hidden castle. You'd never see it until you walked on top of it. If you know what I mean. So
it seems like those who had walked upon it never lived to tell the story.
Yeah. Here we are. So it mightn't be the best time of year in the sense that it's we can see how overgrown it is. Can you see some
Indeed.
bits of masonry in that direction?
Yeah. You can hear from the wall there.
Well, let's see, can we get round here?
Would you think? Would you think because there's a bit of a runway in here and the grass is flat, and we're not the first people here?
No, we're not, by the looks of it.
Do you think it was that Pink Panther fella?
Oh,
Saw you trying to copy Indiana Jones?
could be. So you see where all these flags are and that?
The what?
The flag, there's a bit of masonry there, you see?
Yeah, indeed.
So the castle's on a mound, but we're in the worst place. We're in the moat here.
What's that mean?
In the ditch.
This is the ditch, is it?
This is the ditch. You see where it's full of flags because it's a marshy.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's just filled in.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but we're actually in the ditch under the castle.
Whose castle was it?
Belonged to O'Connor Sligo. Now nearly every single one of these type of castles is demolished, you know, completely. This one's still kind of standing just about.
When you say demolished, it sounds like they were taken down, instructed to be taken down or destroyed or...
Oh, they were taken down on purpose, yeah.
On purpose?
Yeah, there'd be very few of these kind of castles left. These are small.
These kind of castles, what's the difference between these kind of castles and that kind of castle, or what kind of castle is this?
This is a small Irish castle, or castle from the Gaelic world, to do with, like we said, from Carborough. This is a castle that was in the territory of Carborough Drumcliff, belonged. I think it used to be manned by the O'Harts. They were cavalry for the O'Connor Sligo. So when this used to be covered with forest, there was a lot more forest around, And these ridges would have caused this castle would have been pretty much completely hidden and unfindable. To be honest with you, like it is now.
So if the castle as different from British castles or English castles or other European castles.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
And it was in a kind of a peculiar setting, because I would have thought up in the hill was a better position than down in the hill.
Yeah.
So the mentality was different.
So English castles are mostly designed with the opposite intention in mind. They're designed to be statements of power that you can see for miles.
But it's almost like the opposite way of thinking in a way.
Yeah. They're designed to be like...
I guess my point would be more than anything else that the mentality were actually contrast to one another.
Yes. They'd be like a statement of power. An English or Norman castle would be built so that everyone could see it and would look very powerful to overawe people. Whereas this is the complete opposite.
See, when I was coming here initially with you, I thought we were going to park at the side of the road. And when we were parked at the side of the road, we started recording bits and pieces.
Yeah.
Instead of it coming into an overgrown area with a lot of nettles,
yeah.
And I'm wearing a pair of runners.
All right, right.
And yeah.
All right, well, we might have to back out of here then.
Oh no, that's no.
There might be a gate here, but I can't. It might not be worth the effort. It might be impossible. We might have to come back here when the undergrowth's down a bit.
But look, I don't mind one of us being sacrificed. So I've runners on. I won't go.
No, I think it's too overgrown anyway.
There's parts of it there again.
You can see the ridge on that side. It's massively overgrown, unfortunately. Because we have an arched doorway here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think this is the gatey part. You see this bit sticking out? Unfortunately, this is not going to make a great not going to make a great video for you.
Hey, this is a great video because the fact that come out in the
Yeah, okay, you can see it there. You see the... Well, you know what I mean. You can see this bit sticking out. This whole section of wall here. You know what I mean? Okay. All of this.
Just go here, closer look at it.
You can see bits of there, can you?
You can see the, yeah, I see there.
Yeah.
So all of that right up there would have been.
Yeah, this is all wall. That's a gate there. There's a tower. There's an arched gateway that's still intact just over there, but it's so completely overgrown. I think we're going to have to give up on that one for the moment. But we'll come back here. We'll come back here in the autumn.
Absolutely, it was a nice starting point. I just wanted to come out and just get the feel of it.
Well, we know where it is now.
Yeah.
We'll come back here in the autumn and we'll track. We'll get into it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas these things are going right through even my trousers.
If people wanted to see what an Irish Celtic castle looks like,
It's so hidden.
yeah, where would you go to find drawings of a kind of structured one?
Well, most of them are tower houses, but you see, this one's a bit different. This one is later. It's not a Norman tower house.
Yeah.
It's a 16th century castle, probably built with gun loops and stuff. So it has firing points for muskets and stuff.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So it's designed with weapons, gunpowder in mind.
This was a booby trap type castle.
Yeah, this is designed not to be found. A force could hide out here that would never know where you were coming from, unless you'd have to know the exact location of this. But it's surrounded by low ground and swamp. In the winter, there's a stream across the road. And this is completely filled up.
Do you think if they were planning like that, because that's quite a military thing?
Oh yeah, yeah, of course.
There's loot to be found there.
Could be. It's surprising in a way that it survives at all. You probably get into it there, but it's a massive chaos.
Oh no, we'll come back again.
Yeah. Now I'm speeding with the stone on the top. The flags themselves and the marsh, this is all it gives. You can see the ordinary field on the other side.
Yeah.
There's a huge ditch around this castle.
This was the most wet of the ditch here.
And it has, the fences are made of like water defences, you know. So even if you got over the ridge through the woods, you'd hit all the water.
Gotcha.
You
Pretty small.
You wouldn't be able to attack it with horses or with artillery.
It seems to have obviously some of the similarities because the ditch was quite common with a lot of castles, wasn't it?
Yeah.
This one was just a kind of a...
More of a standard thing, yeah.
But this one's unique because...
There's like sections. Look at the walls there.
Yeah.
Get in on that.
You can see the window there.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh yeah, I can get up here. I'll give you this here. Do you ever see one of those things?
There, that's a gun. That's probably a gun loop, as they call them. Careful now.
Yeah. I've made it.
Huh?
Do you ever get, I said I've made it, but do you ever see one of those things where people say things they get, then they fall off and tumble?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, there you have it. There's
well, here's something interesting up here for you.
a northern wall.
Tell us about this up here if you can.
Huh?
There's like an underground?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I'd say underground, it could be just a badger's den as well, but...
Okay, yeah, well, it probably, I don't know if that should be there or not. But you see that window, is it splayed on the inside?
Do you want to come up and take a look at this, given you're an historian? I got the feeling we could have found something. And I'm going to extend this thing so we go down into the rabbit hole.
Oh, look, it's been undermined. That's probably animals.
That's not animals, my friend. That's like a space between two walls. That's what I think that might be.
Right, a good section of masonry here. You can put your camera through that window.
I put it in a hole and it looks like there's a corridor. Okay. Not a corridor, but I think there's a wall on the far side of it.
Yeah. So you see this?
So it could be shite pot.
This is a flanking gun loop, as they call it.
Right.
You see the angle coming out, so that you can fire along the length of the wall here.
So people got this far.
Yeah.
They'd shoot them.
You've got an angle to fire them, to hit them at.
That's kind of unique.
Yeah.
Because most of them come from the top, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Would this be the top?
This is typical of like modern, it's later technology to do with guns and stuff, you know what I mean? But it's fairly typical, like an emplacement. But again, this is an Irish military castle, which makes it very unusual. That any of this is still standing.
You would imagine it would be something worth investing as a tourist attraction.
This would have been. Why it wasn't demolished entirely, I'm not quite sure.
You couldn't get a view of the...
You'd nearly get one out here.
Can you? There you are. Give people a... Drink with the tea. I got tea here. The tea. And... You're a cameraman now, is that?
Out in that direction. There's the... back towards the ridge and the car that we've come from.
You see anyone coming?
There's a stream runs across the road there as well.
Are we safe?
Yeah, I think so.
Now, as the hill going down is a lot more dangerous than the hill going up, we'll turn off the camera and we'll see if Dylan gets down one piece, guess he falls. If he falls, I know I'll get a lot of hits. And so will he.
See, a lot of this is collapsed bits of wall and rubble and stuff, you see.
Yeah.
We're actually walking on.
Sorry about that, but the good news is I got down with one piece. My daughter rang me. Anyhow, this wasn't not necessarily a planned come out here adventure. It was kind of on the spur of the moment, just to come out and get an idea. And so far it's pretty good, isn't it? Because I know it's ancient history, I know it has its time and its place in history, but nevertheless it affects us all, as does past, as does history.
It chose the moment where we'd see the least, you know what I mean? Like the height of the summer.
Yeah, but again, I suppose it's one of those things, if you're to bring someone out and just take an idea of something, it's a good starting point.
You know the location, like. To be honest, the upside of it is that it'll be more accessible in the winter, but it's so wet that you nearly want wellies in the winter. That's the problem. This will all be swamped.
Yeah, you could feel it already. It has that swampy feel to it. But look, like it'll be worth coming out and giving us more to see. There's quite a lot to see just on this day.
When the leaves are stripped off this, yeah, you can see it much clearer. Obviously, we can actually get into it. It's all overgrown inside, though.
Do you not think it should be
Not a shred.
saved in some way, what's left of it? Or do you think you should let it go like that?
It's a national monument. Or I don't know if it is a national. It's on the national monuments list. But sure, look at it.
Don't worry, I think with our adventures we'll rebuild all the castles. Probably a few new ones too.
Doom 4 they call it.
Huh?
Doom 4.
Doom 4.
The Cold Port.
Cold Port.
Cold Port.
Wow.
Perfect.
So that's it. We'll come back again, no doubt.
Oh yeah, we'll make a proper go at it again.
Oh yeah, but these are nice little bits and pieces to have, and so at least we can always do another video and say don't come out in the summertime. This is why. And then we do the autumn one.
Yeah.
I'll give you
Well,
the 4
we
seasons.
call it the Hidden Fortress.
That's true too. It was well hidden. Okay, folks, that's it. We'll catch you soon. We'll talk there. Dylan, want to say goodbye to all the nice people?
Bye.
If I knew how to say that in Japanese, I would. Bye bye.
Sayonara.
Sayonara.
Yeah.
There we are. The reason now I'm going to get into Japanese is the whole connection, the mythology of the belief system that travellers, Irish people as well, of course, had. It's very similar to Japanese. And they were quite the warriors themselves, weren't they? Okay, have a good one.